Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I have my friend and coworker Carly with me. She's also on the Disney College program, and we're going to answer some of your questions that you guys had put on the DCP Spring 2017 page. So let's go ahead and start. She's going to know more she's going to know more answers than me because I don't live in housing and nobody gave me any opt-out of housing questions. So, alright, so the first one was, where is the cheapest place to live? Do you know?
Usually people think it's Vista Way, but they actually increased the price of housing for the spring program, and it looks about the same for most complexes. It just depends on the size of the apartment you're looking for. So the bigger apartment with more people is going to cost less than a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom. So if you want cheaper rent, I would look for the bigger apartments.
Alright, so the next one we can both kind of answer. It's, do we pick our housing when we get down there, or do we pick our own housing? Basically, they select what housing you're going to potentially be in, and since they changed up how check-in day is now, you check in at your housing location. So it's like, what, 2 weeks before?
Yeah, a week or two before, and when you get your email, if you're staying on property housing, it tells you which complex you're checking in at, which lets you know where you're going to live.
Yeah. For out of housing, if anybody's watching this, you're going to automatically go to Patterson. And it's a 5-minute check-in for out of housing because you don't have to get your room key or any of that fun stuff. You just get your housing ID and leave. If we linked up with people, are we guaranteed to be in an apartment with them? From what I've seen, no, and yes. It really depends.
There's obviously no guarantee because they're not going to 100% tell you you're going to live with the people, but my experience and most of my friends' experience, you pretty much get who you request.
Yeah, I think there's like an option to like link up with like 1 or 2 people.
Well, it really depends. For my arrival date, I had a group of 6, but they only let us link with 2 other people, so we had to split up. Ended up working out for me, but yeah, in most cases you end up with the people, but it's not a guarantee.
How does the roommate picking process work? From my experience, even though I'm out of housing, I saw a lot of people doing the roommate quiz or whatever.
Survey.
Yeah, the roommate survey, and that's how like they go off of it, and they link up with like a couple people they think they would get along with, and they talk for 4 or 5 months before they get down here.
Yeah. It helps because getting down here is really intimidating, and you can meet up with your roommates beforehand, but that's the only way I know people. You can also go random. I loved my random roommate, so it's really up to you.
Yeah.
If you're feeling risky.
I feel like a lot of people that I've seen are all going random because a lot of people want a 1-bedroom, which is really weird. I don't even know how many.
It's expensive rent.
I don't know how many 1-bedrooms there are. I don't feel like there's a lot because most of the people that we work with are all in like.
It depends on the complex though, because for example in Vista, that's where I live, all the apartments are either 2 or 3 bedroom, so it's all 6 or 4 person apartments. I know all of the other complexes have 1-bedrooms, but
weird.
I don't think there's very many.
That's weird.
Vista, I don't know.
What's the perk to get friends and family into the park? Okay, so when you get hired, you get a new hire pass, and then you get 9 passes. They're 1-day park hoppers, but you get 3 for every 150 hours you work. So you get your new hire, then you get your first 3 after 150 hours, and then at 300, and then at 600, I think it said.
Yeah.
Online?
Yeah.
We still haven't even gotten our second ones yet, and it's November.
It also depends because we've got extra passes in September.
I actually asked one of our leaders, and she said it shouldn't affect it.
No, I mean though, you might get more than just the ones you get from working.
Like for the fall, not even like a week or 2 after we got here, they gave us 2 complimentary tickets, and then we got 3 for the holidays. I don't know.
There won't be holiday ones in the spring, but they might give out extra ones
Yeah.
depending on how much they like
we'll have to see how that plays out. I don't know. Do college interns get a discount on park tickets, and if so, how much? Yes, you can get park discount tickets for friends and family if you don't have any park hoppers or if you don't want to use them on those certain people, and it's 10% from what I've seen. And it basically just gets rid of taxes. It doesn't really do much, but I guess 10% helps some people. I don't know.
And you have to like go through this whole thing of requesting them too, right?
No, you just go up to Company D and buy them, just like we would for
do that, obviously.
Our Halloween or Christmas party tickets.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's where I've gotten mine. So I don't know. That's just what I've experienced. Somebody else might have a better or a different answer than what I just gave you. Somebody asked about a shopping discount, and it's what, 20%?
Like Disney merchandise shopping?
Yeah.
It's 20%.
And then 40% for the holidays.
Do they do holidays in spring?
No.
So,
I mean,
20%.
I think the 40% lasts until like the first week of February or mid-February, so you guys might get a little bit of a discount when you first get here, but after that,
we also got the holiday discount in September though.
Yeah, but that was just for the month of September.
So maybe they'll do one.
Maybe.
20% though is the normal.
How often do your jobs change and park change? Okay, so once you get your location, that's where you're going to be a majority of the time, unless if a resort or a different location in that park or resort needs extra people. So they call it deployment or whatever. You get deployed for about a week, and I've luckily not had to have done that, but unfortunately Carly has. Multiple times.
You never know. Because you don't get your schedule until 2 weeks before. So it's very random. It can happen to some people multiple times, some people not at all. You never know when they need people, and it's fun.
It really depends on
Keeps you on your toes.
It depends on where you go. Unfortunately for some of my fellow cast members, they got deployed to probably one of the worst places they could.
For most people, you're going to be at your home location.
Yeah.
And if you do get deployed, it's only for a week.
But you can also pick up positions at like different parks and stuff. So like if you're quick service, you can pick up at other places. But you're most likely going to be either counter, which is handing out food, busing, which is like wiping down tables, or trash. So that's basically all you're going to be doing. Laundry, where is it and how much?
Well, when you're living on property, the Commons is the only complex that has washing machines in the apartments, so a lot of people try to live there. I'm not sure about Patterson and Chatham, but I'm pretty sure it's similar to Vista. In Vista, each building has 3 washers and 3 dryers on the first floor, and it costs $1.25 to do a load in each. So if you were doing one load, it's $1.25 for washing, $1.25 for drying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But out of housing, it really just depends on where you live. I know there are some apartment complexes behind Magic Kingdom. There's Windermere Cay and Navico Key. Those are the 2 that are always stuck in my head because I have friends that live there, and I'm pretty sure that they have washers and dryers in those units, if any of you are looking to opt out of housing. Are friends from back home allowed to stay with me at my apartment? No. I know the answer to that. No. You will get termed so fast if you have anybody in your apartment.
Also, the security at the apartment complexes is like really strict, so if you have somebody that's not a CP staying at your apartment, you have to sign them in, like even if they're just coming in to hang out. So actually, I don't know how they verify it, but no, they cannot stay the night.
Well, they have to have a housing ID to get in. Like for me, for out of housing, I can only get in for housing events or classes if I'm taking a Disney University class or whatever the Disney internship class is. But like for me to go hang out with Carly at her place, I have to get checked in. So that sucks, but I mean, she can.
But the visiting hours are until 1 or 2 a.m. So
Yeah, so it's
You
not
can
too
pretty
bad.
much have them there, but if they're there, you're gonna be out the whole time. So they just can't stay at night.
Yeah. Are animals allowed? No.
I think service animals are.
I have to look more into that. I'm pretty sure service animals are if you have a disability,
Yeah.
but they won't, like, if you're there without, like, a service animal, they won't even let you have, like, a pet fish or anything. Which I kind of found dumb, but...
And I don't know anybody that has an animal, so.
Yeah.
But there's random animals that run around our complex all the time. I saw a cat the other day and a raccoon, and there's plenty of.
Isn't there otters at Vista Way too?
What?
You didn't know about that?
No, but I'm gonna find them as soon as I get back.
The last thing I heard, I was coming out of my marketing class because I took the marketing and sales class, which I suggest you guys to take if you're a marketing major or business. It's a lot of fun and you get to learn a lot. But anyways, I was driving by and I heard people like screaming and like freaking out because there was otters. So it's over by the pavilion somewhere. Alright.
And by the way, people that are living at housing, Vista's not as bad as everybody says. It was my last choice.
Well, not only that, but you're not really at the apartments that much. Like on your days off, from what I've seen, a lot of people spend their time in the park. So they're never at their apartment unless if they're like sleeping.
And the red's cheap, so yay!
Yeah.
And also another thing, and nobody asked a specific question, but warning: if you're staying at Patterson, there is not a bus stop there, so you have to walk to Chatham to catch the bus.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And if you don't have a car, definitely stay on Disney property.
I would highly suggest bringing a car because the buses are not very reliable. They can
It
be
sucks.
late or super early, so you would miss it either way.
Yeah. And it takes forever to get anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not fun. I don't have a car, so I mooch rides off with people all the time.
Yeah. I take her home if we're working together and we both get off around the same time. But from what she's told me and other people told me, when you take the bus home, if you're living in Vista Way, you're literally the last stop. So it takes you an hour and a half to get home. Whereas if you have your car or you know somebody that has a car and takes you home, you're home in like, what, 20 minutes? Depending on traffic, because traffic on I-4 is stupid. From one exit to the other,
If you're not
minutes.
confident in your driving skills, don't bring a car because nobody can drive down here.
Yeah, no, they can't. I promise you. I have to drive down I-4 to get to work every single day. Well, I hope this helped you out housing-wise. If you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments below. And if I don't know the answer, I'll talk to other cast members that live in housing, or I'll just do some extra research because, I mean, I'm here. A lot of people have different experiences and know more about housing than I do. So until next time, I'll see you guys real soon, and bye.
Bye.